Hello everyone, David Lee here coming to you from North Texas. Hope you're having a great day. We're going to dive right in and talk about article marketing in 2012 and beyond. There is life after Google Panda. It came out last year, and I think we can all exhale, right? I think everyone's still holding their breath, hoping that there's going to be some other changes, and you never know with Google, but there is. We're going to talk a little bit about uh, pre Panda. What happened with that, and then what we do afterwards to still utilize article marketing. So let's get right into it. Now, article marketing used to be almost exclusively used as a backlinking strategy. A person could take a simple, basic WordPress blog. They would buy an exact keyword domain. If you were to sell, dog collars, you would get dogcollars.com. And that really helped in the rankings. And also, you basically would write 3 or 4 posts, and you would post make a blog post once a day, and then the last one would be the higher quality post, because that's going to be your last post, and that'll be the one that people see at the top when they come to your page. And then you would take an article or one of those one of those posts, spin it and send it to 8 to 10,000 article directories. Didn't really matter categories, anything like that. It just was the shotgun approach. You send them out, spin them, and send them out there. A lot of times you spin it, and it doesn't even read very well. But you basically in a couple of weeks would have about 2,000 backlinks pointing back to that brand new site. And because of that, you would start getting rankings from Google. And with an exact keyword domain, you were almost guaranteed a first page ranking from that. And the quality of your post, the quality of your product on your blog, as far as content, it really didn't really make much of a difference. And it was very frustrating. There was no relevance to your site. You could have backlinks from the model train sites going to your dog collar site. It really didn't matter to Google. They were just looking at number of backlinks. So it just equated to a really bad user experience for anyone using Google. And Google finally got the memo. And so they wanted to make some changes. But I do like to think of the process. I like to use the old island analogy, I call it. And your site or your blog is like an island out in the ocean, and nobody knows it's there. So you have to get some attention, and you do that by building backlinks. You can think of that as airplanes and trains and boats and bridges and all of that coming to your site. You've got to build those, okay? And in the old days, you just build massive backlinks to your site. That's how you would get your rankings on your organic site in Google, and that was the main way to get traffic. Period. The other ways were just kind of starting to gain some footing and so forth. We'll get into that a little bit, but this was the main way to get traffic. Google really didn't matter. It didn't really matter to them the quality of the links. They just thought that, wow, this site's getting 5,000 backlinks. It must be important. So they would give you the rankings on the organic side for whatever your keyword or phrase was. So this process here is becoming less and less effective, and because of Google Panda, that's why, and we're going to look at that right here. Google Panda came out in 2011, and Google really couldn't control what everybody else was going to do as far as their site and how they were optimizing it and getting keyword phrases for their domains and things of that nature. So Google decided to control what they could, and they could control how the article directories were going to rank. And that's what they did. They went after the article directories, and these directories got to the point where a lot of their content was just copied, duplicated. It wasn't a lot of quality there. The value was poor. They just got to where they weren't very useful for what they had originally been set up to do. They basically were content farms now. and Google was going to see to it that they did not rank like they used to. And there were some winners and losers in this process. Blogger, Go Articles, Facebook, YouTube, the social networks, they did really well. Some of the losers, Easing Articles, the granddaddy, right? They lost a ton of traffic overnight. Buzzle actually shut down for a short time. I think they're back up now. I think they're actually a pay site now. I'm not sure. I don't use these anymore. Hub Pages and Article Base, all those guys were losers in the process. Easing Articles has really toughened up their guidelines, so it's really difficult to get an article approved there. You can't link back to anything that's salesy or a capture page or anything like that. They'll delete it out of there. So now, basically, what Google is looking for today, they are looking for good content first and foremost. They're looking for unique, original. They don't want plagiarized, duplicated, copied, nothing recurring like that. They're wanting very unique content. They're wanting good quality, grammatically correct, good spelling, well researched, and well written. I've seen articles that were 1,500, 2,000 words outrank a site that had 5 or 6 3 to 500 word articles on them, and everything else being the same, page rank and things like that. So it does pay nowadays to write good quality articles. How popular on the social networks? This is becoming more and more prevalent today. Google, I've seen Facebook videos rank, Facebook note pages. Twitter, of course, Technorati is not quite as important as it used to be, but StumbleUpon, Dig, these are all sites that Google is really taking a look at now and counting the attention and the likes and the and things like that from these sites in their rankings. So. Moving along here, we're just going to look at some basic article principles today that you need to be aware of. Article relevancy, we touched on that basically a little bit a while ago. On topic, keyword related, posted on relevant sites. Your dog collar site needs backlinks from dog related sites. You don't need backlinks from the like I said earlier, the train site or the birdcage site or the vacuum cleaner site. Before Google would count all those backlinks. Now they don't even get looked at. So it's not even worth your trouble to get backlinks like that. Popularity, what is current? What is you can look at YouTube and see what the most popular videos of the day are on Dig or StumbleUpon or Posterous, any of these sites, things that are popular, things that people are searching for today. Google likes to see that on your sites. This is probably the most important in our, the new article marketing strategy for today, and that's creating an article title that gets a click. If your article is listed somewhere and the title is Article Marketing Today, it's very generic, very mundane. People are not going to click on that like they would a link that said a cheat sheet for article marketing in 2012. You want to really work on your titles. You can make them mysterious. You can make them look like someone's going to miss something if they don't click on it. Warning, semicolon. The 5 things you must know about article marketing today. Use years, use numbers, use lists. People love lists. Okay, this is important because you want that targeted traffic. The way we do it, your traffic is more targeted. They're going to see the link, click on it, and go to your site. Unique material, different, thought-provoking. Use your own personal stories. You can tie any story into something. Your dog's behavior into don't behave like a dog looking for where he buried a bone in your business. You want to have a focused goal, focused goals and business plan and so forth. I mean, you can tie just about anything into whatever your business is, whatever you're selling, your services, whatever. Link bait is just something that you may be very opinionated about and you speak your mind about. Now, I put controversial on here. Just make sure that you want to talk about things that are legal. You don't want to get into issues about any religions, race, abortions. I mean, that's not what we're talking about here when we say controversial. What we mean is controversial in your niche. Okay, that's what we're talking about here. Don't go crazy in that regard. Okay. Um, Next, Google loves a consistent theme on the blog or on your website. I see a lot of internet marketing websites or network marketing websites that'll have links to cheap car insurance, links to refinance your house, find a realtor in your area. That really doesn't help when you're looking to rank in Google. You want to narrow a very narrow focus. Okay, like you're looking through the scope on a gun, like you're like the smart bombs. You want a very very narrow focus on your site. Okay. Now, the 5-step process that we use that works today is, first of all, you have to create a good original article. Like I said, 500 words is the absolute minimum. Really, 700 today is the minimum that you should shoot for, and the longer the better. Make sure you've researched. You want to make sure that it's just reads well. Spelling, please, no grammatical errors. You can even use PLR for ideas. Okay, don't use PLR word for word. You can purchase a $2 article. That's private label rights. You can look that up on Google if you want more information about it. But it's basically, a $2 article to get your juices flowing when you kind of hit a wall. That's what I use it for. Okay, so you can use that, just don't use the actual article, just use it for ideas. Opinionated, you want to create a frenzy around your article if you can with your opinions. That always works well. Google loves that kind of stuff, and it gets you traffic. You're going to write your article, you're going to post it on your blog, and then you're going to bookmark it with OnlyWire. Okay, and then you're going to ping it immediately. Okay, you do have to set your accounts up in OnlyWire. I think there's 53 in there. It'll take you about an hour to set those up, and then Pingler just takes a couple minutes to ping your site. But that's going to get you indexed very, very quickly. Sometimes within 24 hours, sometimes it takes a couple of days, but that's what you want to do. Now, once you do that, you're going to make a video of your blog post, okay? And you don't have to have any fancy video equipment or anything like that. You can just use Jing, okay? You're only going to have a video of a minute or two, and it's basically just going to show the front of your blog, that blog post, and say, you're just going to say something like, yeah, hey guys, David Lee here. I just wanted to let you know I just put out a video concerning article marketing after Google Panda. It's really important that you find out the ways, the things that you need to do today to still rank for your keywords. I just posted this blog post. Go there, read it, comment on it. I know it's going to help you a lot. Something like that. It's a minute or two video. You're not on it. It's just your voice. You can make it with Jing. You save it. You send it to YouTube, and use my YouTube report at the end of this presentation to kind of SEO the YouTube submission. That's something people do not do much today, which is really sad because YouTube ranks really well. Use that report, get it up to YouTube, and then you're going to take a sorry about that. Then you're going to take the same video and blast it to other sites using HeySpread. HeySpread is a pay-as-you-go, much cheaper than something like Traffic Geyser. Don't get me wrong, Traffic Geyser is great, but it's $100 a month. HeySpread is a pay-as-you-go. You've got 6 to 10 really good sites there. They rank well. Some of Traffic Geysers are not great, but they have about 30. So be careful here. You don't want to blast your video to YouTube again. Be really careful about that. YouTube's shutting down channels. I've had 3 shut down now, so just over whatever. So just be careful there, but blast that out to HeySpread. Okay. Your next step, you're going to submit that original article to one of these really high traffic, high page rank sites. If you can get them on you just put them on the business websites here. They'll probably fare better if you're in business, small business, or network marketing or anything like that. The ones with A to Z, that just means they have categories just all across the board. Okay, but these sites here, you want to get your original article submitted to one of these sites, linking back to your blog post there. Now, The final thing you're going to do, the final little twist here, this is a step that people don't do either much of, and don't get tricked into using the plugins and the special tools that do it all for you and all that. I've used them. It usually ties up things on your blog. It doesn't. These plugins don't agree with things that are other things that are on your blogs. You end up wasting time when it's supposed to save you time. Just go and register accounts at Blogger, Posterous, and Tumblr.com. Okay, takes 5 minutes. All right, you have to confirm it through your email, of course. What you're going to do is you're going to spin that original article using Content Professor. Content Professor is free. Okay, that'll take about 10 minutes. All right, there's other content. There's spinners out there. Sorry, you know, we love free. Okay, excuse me. This one may not be quite as extensive with synonyms and things like that, but for right now up front, at the outset of your little our 105-day strategy here, free is great. So just use Content Professor, spin that article, and then you're going to put a different spun version on each of these sites with 2 links linking back to one to your home page on your blog, or the main, the page that your article is on, and then a deeper related page on your blog using 2 different versions of your keyword as anchor text. Okay, you never want to use the exact same. You don't want to use dog collar twice. Use dog collar and then use colored dog collars, or whatever the case may be. Okay, you get the idea. You want to put an opt-in box at the end of each spun article under the resource box on these sites. People do find these sites from time to time. You're using this part of it more as a backlinking strategy, but people do find them from time to time. Throwing an opt-in box that you've already got made up on there just doesn't, it takes 3 more minutes to put your AWeber form or whatever on there. Just do it. Just makes good sense. Google loves these sites. These are just 3. There's a lot more Web 2.0 sites they're still in love with. They love Blogger because they bought them. But these links from these sites are really high ranking, and Google loves them. Okay, they're like gold. After our process here, you're going to have hundreds of backlinks from these sites too. So it's really going to be advantageous for you not to miss this final step. Okay. Later on, a twist to a twist, if you will, you can build backlinks to those particular sites that you have in there. That's going to give your blog more link juice, just from doing that as well. That's another step we're not really even getting into here. It's a little advanced strategy. Now, what this strategy basically does is, we're going to do it for 105 days straight. You need to mark it on your calendar the day you start your first post. Okay. But it's going to bring you targeted traffic, okay? And that means people that are interested in what you're doing, what you're selling, the products you're offering, okay? No longer is it just throwing a bunch of links up there and hoping somebody sees something that might be interesting to them. I mean, somebody that's on looking to buy model airplane parts is not going to be interested in hitting your website that has dog collars on it. Okay, we're putting these things out there where business people and small business owners and entrepreneurs, if you're in internet marketing or whatever, sees them, and they're gonna that article title we talked about, it's gonna really lure them in to getting for you to get that click, to get them to your site. The backlinks are counted and indexed by Google. That is huge, guys. You don't want to waste your time on backlinks that are not even going to get noticed by Google. Okay, this way they get noticed and they get indexed. You're going to rank higher and for more keywords this way. You're going to be more relevant. And if you follow the my SEO report at the end of this for blog posting, your keyword phrases are going to be on page optimized to the max. So you're going to have a hand up, just in outranking some of your competitors. After you of course you want to pick the right keywords, look at the competition, things like that. But the scope of Google page 1 positioning increases dramatically because these links they're relevant. Okay, they're relevant to your content, whatever keywords you're targeting. Your dog collar backlinks or dog related, or whatever your niche is. That really is huge in getting ranking on the organic side in Google. Okay, you're going to get more targeted traffic. That means more opt-ins to your list. That's going to be more conversions. Going to be more money in your pocket. More traffic equals more Google love. You're going to get higher rankings in the search engine result pages. Okay, so you it's kind of a double-edged thing here. You're going to get a lot of traffic from your them clicking your links, and then you're going to get higher rankings on the search engine result pages. So it's kind of a double-pronged attack here. Your links are more relevant, more unique. You're going to get more social recognition because of this. Google loves that. More Google love, higher rankings once again on the search engine result pages. Also, that's going to mean more money for you. And that's what we're trying to accomplish here. Now, in closing, I said this before, we're no longer taking a shotgun approach to backlinking strategies. There's other ways to do backlinks. We don't have to just throw 10 things up there to get one of them to come back to us. Okay, we don't do that anymore. This is a way to drive very targeted traffic to your blog. We've talked about that. People that are interested in what you're offering are going to be hitting your site, not unrelated stuff. You're going to build a much more responsive list. Okay, these people, you stay in touch with them, they're going to be more responsive to open to maybe buying something or an upsell later, or an affiliate product you may have. Okay, because it is relevant and it's targeted traffic. This all looks more natural to Google. You're not going to get sandboxed on any new sites you throw up. Sandboxing means they basically just take you off the board for a couple of months and don't let you rank for anything. With Google now, it's all about what looks natural, what's relevant, what's original. You don't want to blast anything too quickly. Your links get indexed with this process much quicker. They all get indexed if you do it right. They're counted, they're relevant, they're higher quality. All of this just makes a happier Google. It means you're going to rank higher. This does still build the backlinks. It just builds them the way Google likes them, naturally, relevant like we talked about. You're not going to have the massive amounts necessarily. 2,000. You may have 200. I'd rather have 200 and have my ranking on page 1 than have 2,000 and not be there at all. Okay, and that's how you have to look at this. That's how this works. Everything here is free, by the way. Sweat equity only, I call it. You just got to get in the trenches and just do the work. There's services, and you can outsource all your article writing and all of that stuff. But at the outset, if it takes you a couple hours to get an awesome article done and go through this process, it's well worth it. Okay. Now, last but not least, here's the links I talked about. You can get my 12-step blog post SEO report. These are the things that you need to do to each blog post to make sure your on-page SEO is taken care of. Okay, and there are a couple of plugins for that. I'm not going into those here right now. Okay, starting out, you can do this stuff yourself. My next report is 8 steps to getting your video on page 1 of Google. I mentioned earlier, not a lot of people do this. They don't seem to SEO their video post on YouTube, and that's really important because that'll get your YouTube videos popping up on page 1 of Google. Okay. I do want to speak here just a minute. I said everything here is free. There is one thing that I want to recommend for you. I have wasted over $500 on keyword research softwares and tools over the last 3 years. That doesn't even account for all the monthly ones. I had one time that was $197 a month, $200 a month for a keyword tool. There's nothing that can come close to Market Samurai. Market Samurai, it's free for I think still 15 days. The tool itself is $97, and that's it. There's no monthly charges or anything like that. These guys rock. They update their tool, this software, about every 2 or 3 days. If Google has some changes coming down the pike, they know it ahead of time. They're already on top of it. Nothing's more frustrating than buying a tool, I don't care what it is, pop-up, software, whatever, and you can't get it to work right, or 3 months down the road you have problems with it, and then you can't get support to ever get it fixed, and it's money out the window. It's money wasted. I've had Market Samurai now for about 2 years. They continually update it. This thing just rocks. It also gives you 6 to 8 other modules. I can't recall. I haven't counted them, even though I was in it yesterday. But I mean, they show you how to monetize your site. If you need content creation, there's a little deal that goes out and grabs content. You can put curated blog posts together It'll pick out domains for you and show you rankings. I mean, this thing it's the all-in-one. It does everything. It works every time. I couldn't more highly recommend a tool than Market Samurai. The link's there. You can get the 15-day trial. Just click on the link and go in and check it out. This is my phone number, guys. This is my direct cell phone number. If you ever have a problem, if you don't know me and you just want to talk about a problem you may be having, give me a call. I'll be glad to help you out if I can. Talk to you about that. If you have to leave a voicemail, I try to get back to everybody within 24 hours. Sometimes the calls are can be overwhelming sometimes, but I do call everybody back. So if you get my voicemail, just leave me a message. I will get back to you. And then, of course, if you want some additional free trainings, traffic generation, SEO, network marketing stuff, anything, you can go right to my my blog, workwithdavidlee.com, and get some information there. Opt in to some other trainings, get some free webinars, things like that to help you along in your process and in your journey. Anyway, that's the new strategy for article marketing today after Google Panda. Use it, mark it on your calendar, get your 105 days started, and at the end of that 105 days, you're going to have a lot of traffic. Okay, this is David Lee. I hope this helps you a lot, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.